Hey everybody, welcome back to WhiteFyr's Frontier, and as promised, to start off today's episode, I will show you guys how many diamonds we actually got from that. Now, I think I already put them away. I think I actually forgot about them. They are actually in here. We started, I believe it was 14. Yeah, it was 41 here because I got 8 diamonds extra. So we had 14 diamonds that we got from the previous episode. So 8 ores, 14, not very good. That's actually pretty bad. I would say that those are definitely disappointment diamonds, but overall, at least they're more diamonds. We definitely need to go doing some more mining probably today, as we do some other things today as well. But ladies and gentlemen, since the last episode, I've done a few other things as well. I have worked on the mine shaft that is down here. I can show you guys that in just a second. Actually, we can just plop our faces down here, and as you can see, I've worked on the floor right here. We have the stone and stone brick. I don't think I've added much of the cracked stone brick just yet, but we will get to that. But as you can see, I've cleared out a lot of space. I haven't done any texturing, but we do have all these archways in place. They do need some more details, and that's part of what I want to work on today, is adding some more details to this area and really sprucing up this mine. Probably not using spruce, but sprucing up this mine and at least getting it all the way out to probably about here in terms of completeness, because this thing is going to continuously be expanded, but I do want to make sure that we get at least a good start on it and finish it off today, so we can definitely start using it, and you know, things won't look too terrible from here on out. But one of the other things I did look at the comments, and one of the comment suggestions I got was to add some leaves around here. So I added a mixture of jungle and oak leaves. I think it looks pretty good. I definitely agree. It helps with the overall overgrown feeling. The vines help with that as well. So those will definitely stay. We'll definitely add some more of those. And I'm thinking of hanging some from the ceiling as well. So I think that would be pretty darn cool. But the last thing I've done, guys, is down here. So as you can see, there's a light right here. It is powered underneath by a redstone block. On either side of here, we have chiseled stone bricks. On either side of that, we have polished andesite. And that is a design I came up with. I think looks pretty cool, because the original design for this, right? The original idea for me adding these lanterns down here, these glowstone, redstone lamps, I think is what they're actually called, was to have these light up whenever we are complete with a pathway. But the plan has changed. A suggestion I got was to, instead of doing that, up here in one of these areas have some sort of concrete powder or some sort of mixture of colored blocks and stuff up here. And it would be one color if we have not completed the mine yet, have not finished going through the mine, and it would be we could switch it to a different color for whenever we are completed, and iron bars would close over the entrance, so we would not be able to head back down and go explore any of the other things that are further down. Now, obviously, this is Minecraft; we can just mine through it and go. But the idea, I think, is super cool. Just flick a lever, and all of a sudden, everything is complete. Everything is done with this area. We can move on to the next one. I very much like that, and I think that that'd be a lot of fun to add around here. Now, I'm pretty terrible at redstone, so that may not happen today. We might test some things today, but that may not be completed today. The bulk of what I want to do, guys, is work on this area right here. Get all of this in, get all this texturing done, get all the texturing in the floor done. I have a few ideas for the floor still as well, for places where there aren't these lights. Having some pockets of lava, I think, would still be a pretty fun idea. Would blend in with the area. That way we can get rid of all these torches as well. And just generally expand this area. We need to add some more details to this area. It's not very detailed currently. And I want to work on this back wall here as well today and make sure that we can get some sort of design going on here. Not entirely certain what design yet, but we'll figure that out as the episode goes along. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I have work to do. As you can see, lots and lots of things to do. Some materials for me to get together. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. I'll meet you guys back here in just a moment with hopefully some progress and maybe a topic for today. One of the things I kind of miss about when I first started playing this game was how simple all my designs were. I've been working on the backside here, and I don't know if I like it. It took me a long time to figure out exactly what I want to put up here. I think I want to put my first pickaxe. I think would be really cool up here. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere, and it doesn't have a home yet, so I think it'd be pretty cool to put it up here. But I'm trying to sort of inset it into the side. It's kind of working. Not really. I think I can do a little bit better, but I think if we add some jungle wood around here and replace a lot of this stuff, it'll work out pretty well. But ladies and gentlemen, I did mention earlier that I had a topic for today, and it's a topic I think you guys might actually enjoy. I don't think I've talked about 1.14 yet. The new update that should be coming to Minecraft within the next few months has a lot of changes to the game. If you guys have not heard about 1.14, I'll put a link to a list of all the changes down in the comments? I guess in the comments as well. In the description as well, I'll put a link to where I'm sort of getting a lot of my information from. I've heard bits and pieces here and there. I've played a few snapshots here and there, and I've liked what I've been seeing so far. There's things like new furnaces and stuff for cooking like meat and ores and stuff. There's new blocks. There's what do you call it? There's a barrel, which I'm really excited for. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. It's a new storage device actually. There's a whole bunch of new functional blocks as well. They're totally redoing the villagers. It's called the Pillage and Village update. So they're essentially just redoing how villagers work, and they're redoing all of the villages, which I think is about time. People have been waiting for them to remake the villages for a really long time now. But the reason I wanted to sort of talk about this today is to sort of go over some of the changes as well and see what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys, if you do know of some of the changes that are happening to 1.14, or if you don't already, you're more than welcome to research them. I'll talk about a few of them here, some of my favorite ones, but let me know what you guys think of the new update that's supposed to come out in the next few months. I've liked what I've seen so far, and I think it'll be a pretty good update, but there are a few things I want to talk about. So a few of my favorite features, like I said, the barrel is going to be a lot of fun to have. Basically, it's like a chest just with a different texture from what it seems like. I don't think it's like the shulker boxes where you can just pick it up and carry it anywhere, but it's great for things like docks, which I've been getting into some dock and shipbuilding as of recently. So that to me is going to be a ton of fun to hang out with and mess around with. We have a whole bunch of new stairs and slabs. Thank goodness. We're getting tons more, which is a big relief to me. There's a thing called, there's like little lanterns that are being made as well, which look really cool. There's campfires as well. There's a lectern where essentially you can put a book into it, like a written book or something, and everyone will be able to click on the lectern. If you're on like a server or something, people can click on the lectern and then they can also read the book while you're reading it, which I think is pretty good for adventure maps. It's like a nice little meeting area. I think it could be pretty cool for sort of roleplay-ish things as well in the world, as well as just, reading books in general. That would be pretty darn cool. They're making a stone cutter, like did I say that? I know I said the smoker, which essentially cooks food faster, essentially. And they're making a whole bunch of other stuff too about the update as well. The new pillagers, like I said, I think there's some sort of beast, I think, that they're making. I forget what it's called. I'm pretty sure that they have a name for it now, but basically they're taking the illagers that are from the Woodland Mansion and making them into raiding parties, essentially, where they can go out and raid different villages and battle the villagers, which, about time. It sounds pretty awesome to me, and all kinds of stuff like that. But one of the things I thought about while I was looking at these changes, and I don't think it's something that's really been discussed too much, because obviously a lot of people, they want new content, and new content's always good for some people. I like the new stairs and slabs. That's definitely something that I'm a huge fan of. I've been calling for that for a long time. But one of the things that crossed my mind is, at what point does there become too much content, right? Because for a long time, Minecraft, the Mojang developers have battled with people, not battled, but people have discussed how every update, it always seems like it's, we're going into modded territory, and obviously modded has a ton more stuff than vanilla does. But at what point do you guys think we go too far? I guess by we, I mean the developers. At what point do the developers add too much to the game, and it's too much for people to handle, right? It's because one of the simplicities, one of the great things about the vanilla game is that it is so simple. Anyone can just pick up the game and they'll pretty much understand everything and anything within due time that is being added. But one of the concerns that, like I said, I've thought about is at one point, does it become too much, right? Because I don't know about you guys. I don't know why you guys play the game. I'm sure some of you don't play the game. Surprisingly enough, a huge part of the Minecraft audience here on YouTube does not play the game at all. Maybe they did at one point, but they don't anymore. But I know personally, I don't particularly care about updates. And I know that's a little bit weird. Right, honestly, updates are awesome. They bring new content and all that. But at the same time, I don't play this game for the updates. The new stairs and slabs are nice, but for the most part, I just build. Right, I just build. Given the blocks that I have, I just build. And even though I've been building for thousands upon thousands of hours, I still haven't touched a ton of different concepts in this game. Just recently, I've been working on a fantasy village sort of build that, you know, has been pretty awesome to work with thus far. But before I started working on that village, I hadn't even touched the fantasy style. I liked it. I thought it was cool, but I never touched it. I was a little scared of changing up my style of building. Obviously, I've always sort of built more medieval than anything else. So I decided to switch things up, and it's been a lot of fun. But there are certain things I've never built. Things such as like a castle. I've never built a castle before. I've never built a nice sized boat. You know, I've never built a bunch of things that most builders, quote unquote, or people I would consider to be builders, have built. And that's a lot of the reason that I still play the game, is because there's a lot of things I haven't done. The game is incredibly expansive. There's so much you can do in this game. And there's so much I haven't done and I still want to do. That's a lot of the reason I still play this game, even after years of playing it and, you know, doing stuff on YouTube and Twitch and all that. Is that I want to learn. I want to learn more. I want to do more. And there's lots of things that I still can do, even having played, like I said, thousands upon thousands of hours. So for me, I don't particularly care about the content itself. I just care about being able to build more things and being able to express my creativity in this sort of way, which I'm sure a lot of builders think about it similarly as well. But for me, in terms of my opinion on at what point is there too much, I think we might be starting to reach that point. There's a lot of things that are being added, but as updates go on, I've become less and less interested in kind of what's in them. I guess because it takes so long for the developers to tell us, you know, or to bring about the changes that people want. But I get a little scared every time I think about people who are just starting the game, because there's a ton to learn. Even more than people may realize, even compared to when I first started. When I first started, I thought that there was a ton to learn, and I was scared about learning all of it because I didn't think I would be able to actually learn all of it and keep all the knowledge, which is true. I mean, there's still recipes I don't know, and I've never touched redstone, really, so that's part of it. But I don't know. I kind of feel like people put too much pressure on the updates to keep them alive. And that creativity is more where this game is at moving forward. So let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you guys think about what I said. If you guys think that there is a breaking point in terms of where updates become too much, or if you guys think that pretty much any content is good, and any new stuff that's added to the game brings a lot. Of course, new updates do bring quite a bit, but like I said, at what point is that too much? So let me go ahead, guys, and finish up this wall right here. I want to add in a bit of an item frame right here, and I'm thinking I'm going to add in a few pillars for some jungle wood as well, which could look pretty good. I might actually try to extend it up from, well, probably can't extend it up from here, can I? It's probably like behind the wall or something right there. So let me go ahead, guys, and continue to texture this thing and get it looking pretty darn good. And I'll be back with an update in just a moment. All right, I think I like this, and I went ahead and named the pickaxe. So if we just keep going this way, go up here, I think I want to place it here, put the pickaxe right there. First pick, going right here, pretty dang cool. It actually looks kind of cool, I think, as well. Yeah, and it still lights up the area. So I thought about like placing it up here and placing a sign down here, but then again, what sign would we actually put on this thing? I mean, I already named it, so not like it really matters. One thing I have noticed, though, I think these sides are a little bit bland. So what I was thinking was we would actually take this out Maybe go down to like there maybe. And then make this, put a light probably right here maybe. Maybe put some, hold on. Let's grab some stairs. Like if we just place these down maybe. Put something like that, something like that. Let me put, actually we don't even need this. Put that and that. Stair. Can I grab the, what is this called? The thing. There we go. The thing. Awesome. That's what we're gonna call it now. It's called the thing. All right. Sounds good. Okay. Something like that. And just do something like that. Even that's a little. I feel like this needs to go all the way down. Like this needs to go down into the floor probably. Something like that. Maybe like this. Place a stair. Maybe put 2 of these things. Can we put another one right here? Well, that will not light itself. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I think if we put like a lever, well, we can't really do that. We'd have to go behind it. But if we put like a lever behind it, that might work. But something like that, I think, would be pretty cool on these sides. Although I'm not a huge. Wait, what if we did this? Did something like this? Just something to break up the sides there because it looks really weird, just with stuff sticking out. So, or maybe what we do is we take some of that out and we intermingle some stone in it to make it look a little more natural. Oh, I like that a lot more. And I think if we actually mix in some jungle wood as well, like if we took this guy out and maybe this guy, do something like that, and that guy, mix in some jungle wood. Yeah, I think I like that a lot more. It adds some interest to the side there as well, but at the same time, it's not too much. It's not too much to the point where it feels a little awkward to have some lights right there. So I think this is a nice little detail, and this is sort of the process I go through as well, guys. Whenever I'm trying to make something, is a lot of trial and error. I say this time and time again, but the best thing you can do for a build is to build something, not like it, and then tear it back down. That sounds a little weird. It really does. But if you don't like something, if you don't like something, it's best to tear it down rather than leave it up, because you're gonna regret not trying something else if all you do is just leave it up. And I think if we actually did something like this as well, sort of blend it into the side here, just like blend it into the edge right there. One of the best learning things you can do to learn is just blend it into the side there. So I'm a big fan of that. I think if we add a few more of these, maybe something like that. And if we add like maybe something right here like that. And I think if we added a little bit of stone brick over here as well, we added some stone brick there, some stone brick there. Maybe added some crack stone up here, perhaps a little bit more, maybe. We definitely need some mossy stone brick as well. Put it right there. Yeah, I definitely dig that. It adds some interest to the sides, but it is not too much, and it still adds to the whole ruined theme that is down here. So I really like that. I really do like that. I like how that turned out. This inside here is still a little bit weird to me, but I think I'll figure it. I think we'll keep going with it and figure that out. One of the things that we do need to add, though, is a little more interest to these little sides here. So I was thinking what we would do is get some slabs. Grab some of you. Some of that. Well, first off, the inside of here, this definitely needs some work. This definitely needs some work in here. I was thinking we would actually put some sort of stairs like that, upside down stairs, make things a little bit easier, because we don't need to make this totally square. It's already sort of square, so if we just do something like this, we'll replace the ends right there in a minute. I think oh, what if we, instead of doing that, added some jungle to the side there? I think I like that a little bit more. That way we can add, maybe if we added blocks there as well and added some columns. I think if we had, do we have any oak fences? We don't. I think if we added some oak fences there instead, then had more lights here, so we could even use that. We could use that. Well, No, I think if we wouldn't actually want those. If we just put those there, and then added like some fences here, that could be pretty cool. Maybe decorate the backside a little bit with some stone brick and like some mossy or something. That would look pretty good. I think. And add some fences right there. But ladies and gentlemen, I think I have a lot more work to do. We got those sides, and I really like how natural those are. And I'm a big fan of the details and the color that's right there. So let me go ahead, guys, and try a few things out in here. I want to try out some things around these edges right here as well. I want to add, I think, some fences and some jungle slabs and things like that, and obviously some vines and stuff. But let me go ahead, guys, and do a few bits and pieces here and there, and I'll be back with a progress update in just a moment. So as you may be able to tell, we are pretty much done with this area. I've gotten as much of the top side here of these roof areas done as I can, put in some lights and stuff. I don't have all the leaves in place just yet, but we will get to that at some point, just not today. I think we've done enough for today. One other thing I've done as well is I added lava down here, as you can see, with some glass as well. It's gotten rid of all the torches, and it lights up this area pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I left this backside blank right here, so we have plenty of room to expand back this way if we so choose to, which I'm sure that we will. This is a very small mine right now, and I'm sure that we'll continue to move it, keep moving it that way, section by section by section, until this thing is infinite and you can't even see the end of it, is the goal at least. So that's what I hope to do moving forward. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up for today. One last thing, as always. Oh, by the way, I did the interior I did this inside as well. We need to get rid of, well, I guess we can just, yeah, we just kind of get rid of those. I need to do this as well. But guys, one last thing we have to do for today is the comment of the episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and wrap up today's episode. And today's comment is from Tom, who said, "The word patience is a life lesson." Couldn't agree more. Honestly, couldn't agree more. I talked about patience a little bit in the last episode, especially with building, and that tearing things down and rebuilding them is something you really want to do. Patience is key when it comes to building and just anything in this game, and I couldn't agree more that it also applies to life as what it applies to things like YouTube or Twitch. Maybe your channel isn't growing as fast as you want it to, or maybe certain things in your life aren't going the way that you want them to. And at the end of the day, a lot of it's about patience, doing the right thing, continuing to do the right thing, continuing to work hard, and being patient with your ideas, and all that is absolutely key to almost everything in life. I would definitely agree with that one. Although I don't have the most life experience, that's for sure. Definitely don't. I'm still a kid in terms of most people's standards, but that is definitely one thing I've learned throughout my life thus far. I also just realized it's been about 2 weeks since the last episode. I apologize, guys. It's been a interesting 2 weeks, for sure. For those of you who don't know, I'm still in school, so school's been a little bit rough. Just work and all that kind of stuff, all kinds of stuff I have to do. So that's why typically episodes take a little while in between their upload states, essentially. And I do a whole bunch of other things, which I've already mentioned before. So that's typically what happens. But I do need to get better. I definitely agree with that one. Although patience is key, so I guess we're all learning that today. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of WhiteFyr's Frontier. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already is subscribed. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.